So this is pretty interesting. Apparently, Disney is trying to take $250 from a school because during an event, they decided they were going to play the new Lion King movie, the live action one that just dropped. And because of that, Disney thinks they're owed some money. So they're actually billing the school for $250, which is really kind of strange. Like, you really need that $250. So here's what's going on. Apparently, if you decide, okay, I'm going to put on a little event and we're going to watch The Lion King or Aladdin or whatever you want to watch, you're going to go ahead and put some movie on. Disney seems to be entitled to some of that money. This is pretty stingy and kind of petty. But hey, this is the same company that wouldn't let a little boy have Iron Man on his tombstone. Remember that story? This is how petty Disney is. And it's kind of disgusting that they're doing this. It's like, is it really a big deal? I mean, they have the right to do it. I can't say they don't. They have the right. It's the law, actually. That's the way it's set up. They have the right to claim this money. But it's like, should you? I mean, this is a fundraising event for a school. It's not like it was being shown. It's not like it was being shown at Buffalo Wild Wings as some kind of an event. It was for a school fundraiser, but apparently Disney, they're entitled to some of that money now. Let's go ahead and take a look at what's going on here. All right, so when an elementary school in Berkeley, California hosted a Parents' Night Out fundraiser, they didn't think playing the 2019 remake of The Lion King would do anything besides keep the kids happy. Because why would you, right? A lot of places do this, host like a movie night, but apparently this is a big deal. That was until Emerson Elementary School received an email from a licensing company Thursday, more than 2 months after the event, saying they had to pay $250 for illegally screening the movie. So $250 isn't a lot of money, and it really is kind of stupid that Disney's doing this, but they do a lot of stuff like this all the time. This is what I was talking about before. Disney reportedly refuses to allow Spider-Man engraving on tombstone of dead boy who loves superhero. So they literally just wanted to put Spider-Man on this kid's tombstone. It's not a big deal. How many people are going to walk through that graveyard, right? They're going to see Spider-Man on this tombstone. Is it really a big deal? No. But Disney, this is the stuff that they do. There's such a thing as like making good PR. This is bad PR. And I think they said they were going to send a bunch of stuff like that. That doesn't help the parents of their grieving child. What would have made them happy and the boy happy is knowing that Spider-Man was on his tombstone. But Disney, being the soulless, creativeless pile of garbage that it is, said no. And they're doing it again. A bunch of kids want to have a fundraiser. They're trying to raise money for whatever they were trying to raise money for. Disney says, not without our cut. We want our cut. Where's our $250? So continuing, one of the dads bought the movie at Best Buy, PTA President David Ross told CNN. He owned it. We literally had no idea we were breaking any rules. And how would you know that? How is like the average person even going to know that this exists? You're literally just sending things out to the parents of your students. Anybody that has a kid in school knows this. They send stuff to you all the time. Say, hey, we're going to have this little fundraiser. We're going to watch Lion King, a family-friendly movie. Come on out. Let's raise some money for the school or whatever they were raising money for. Not a big deal. But apparently, this soulless movie licensing USA decided to stick their vampire fangs in and take money. So while the school doesn't know how exactly the company discovered the movie was played, Rose said the school's PTA will somewhat begrudgingly cover the cost of the screening. Well, what probably happened is these are the same people that go on and copyright, I would imagine a form of the same company, go on and copyright videos on YouTube for using you have people humming a song and they'll try to snag the whole video. So it's the same kind of people like that. They have hooks out everywhere. They're constantly looking for ways to siphon money up. And how this works is it's probably not entirely, I don't know if this company is attached to Disney or not, or if Disney subcontracts them to do the work. So how it works, I would imagine, is garbage company Movie Licensing USA here probably gets a percentage of that $250, and then they give a chunk of it to Disney. That would be my guess. Not sure entirely. So anyway, an email sent to the school by Movie Licensing USA informed Emerson faculty that the company had received an alert that The Lion King was screened during an event on November 15th. Movie Licensing USA manages licensing for Disney and other major studios. And since the school does not have a license with the company, it's been asked to pay $250 for the screening and $250 per showing of the movie at any future events at the school. Anytime a movie is shown outside of the home, legal permission is needed to show it, as it is considered a public performance, read the email, which was obtained by CNN. Anytime movies are shown without the proper license, copyright law is violated, and the entity showing the movie can be fined by the studios. If a movie is shown for any entertainment reason, even in the classroom, it is required by law that the school obtains a public performance license. Movie Licensing USA did not immediately respond to a request for comment. So what's funny about this is I've been to a ton of stuff where movies get played, and I never heard of this happening. So I'm not sure if this is a big thing that happens all the time. You wouldn't think, right? You would think if you owned a movie and you wanted to have a small fundraising event, you could just show the movie. They didn't make profit. It was a fundraiser for a school. Probably, for kids to have some kind of new equipment or something. But apparently you can't do that now. Disney is so greedy that they want their cut. I could understand if they were taking it and showing it in movie theaters or something like that, and they were pocketing the money. But that wasn't the case here. It was to raise money for stuff like, a new gymnasium or something. I don't know. I don't know what the fundraiser was for, but nevertheless, it was for the school. There's a lot of poor schools that have to do things to raise money, and doing something like this is one of them. And it's really sad that, they're so greedy that they're going to now go after fundraisers. It seems like a waste of resources. But then again, I'm sure it all adds up. So, there's a lot of schools that do stuff like this, and I'm sure that, this won't be the last time we hear something like that, unless they get enough backlash that they say, okay, whoa, we messed up. Look, we're going to refund the $250. If you want to show our movies at fundraisers, that's just fine, but we'll see. Like I said, this didn't hit me very good, kind of like the Tombstone thing. I think sometimes companies should do some good PR, good faith, which they used to do all the time. A lot of this stuff just seems like they just don't care anymore, and they don't really care about their image because they got your money either way. Disney owns like 50% of the movie industry now, so maybe they're taking everybody for granted. I don't know. All I know is I didn't like this, and I wanted to shed some light on it because I think it's kind of ridiculous. Let kids raise some money. Let people show your movies for charity. It really shouldn't be a big deal. Anyway, that's pretty much it. Let me know what you guys think about this. Do you side with Disney? Do you side with the school? What are your thoughts? I'd like to hear them. Maybe they should have played a better movie, huh? That Lion King remake was kind of soulless, just like Disney. It was like, did you really need to remake that? Just like Aladdin. The original animated version, there's nothing wrong with them. Anyway, I just don't like remakes. Anyway, that's pretty much it. Let me know what you guys think. Also, share the video. Throw a like up if you would. Also, make sure you're still subscribed. Subscribe if you're new. Hit that notification bell, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace. Also, if you want to help support the channel, check out my Teespring store. There's a link in the description. You can find some merchandise in there that you might want to check out. Also, take a moment. Make sure you're still subscribed to the channel. There's something going on right now, and they've been unsubscribing people. So just take a second and double check on that, and subscribe if you're new.